All right, everybody. So we are going to be talking about now, we're talking about innovation, we're talking about AI, we're talking about technology. And we do have in studio at this time with us a founder of GNCLabs, Gerard Llanos. Gerard, thank you very much for coming this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, sir.
Yeah. And you know, during the break, Gerard and I, we were having a little talk, and we were speaking about innovation and stop resisting innovation. As we speak about that, how does that play into the Trinidad and Tobago environment?
So we've always been a bit counter-innovation, haven't we? Mm-hmm. And of course, in pockets, we're absolute geniuses and we lead the world. However, especially in the corporate world, we found companies slow to adopt the computer in the first instance, slow to adopt email, slow to adopt, and it's happened throughout, and we've always been okay. The problem in 2024 and beyond is we're not absolutely sure to be okay this time. Context of the problem, because if we agree we have a problem, we can agree that it needs solving. There are 33 million people in the Caribbean, spread across 13 sovereign countries. There's already a financial inclusion problem. There's already a tech skills gap problem. There's already a digital divide. There's already an access to internet and access to device problem. The developed world is leveraging technology fearlessly in everything. In China, you would see, for instance, ports with no workers. How scary is that? So you have warehouses that run on robots. This is the world that we live in. These disruptions, the IMF has sounded the alarm, the World Bank, McKinsey, Deloitte, they've all sounded the alarm on the impact of technology adoption and leveraging in the developed world on developing regions and nations that don't also evolve. So, I mean, this is a great time to say congratulations to the Ministry of Digital Transformation for the work they're doing in bringing forward the digital economy of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the Caribbean. We have to get it right because we are in very real danger of getting left behind permanently.
Yeah, and I think that's the point there. For us to remain competitive, we have to embrace the technology. As I was discussing with Gerard, when we first started hearing about AI, and it's only in recent times that I got to realize that AI is not something new, but I think the discussion over the past year or so, well, it had caused great concern among people. You just told us about warehouses fully automated. I mean, the Amazon warehouses, we're seeing that. Yeah. Just yesterday, I believe Elon Musk, he was speaking about the use of technology and these new robots and so on. So there has been this fear of the technology replacing the human input in all of this. But I think that the argument has changed in recent months in that people are now seeing the benefits of AI, looking at the bottom line, looking at the contribution AI can make to the business. You think we in Trinidad and Tobago, because you just spoke about one of the ministries, but do you think on the whole we are embracing this concept of technology, innovation, AI?
We are actively resisting it. From the corporate perspective, what I see, notable exceptions whose name I will not call, however, there are companies who are ahead, way ahead.
Right.
And then there are a lot of companies who are like, I don't understand this. And that starts with the concept of team AI literacy. We all maybe know a little bit about it in secret, or maybe some of us don't know at all. But we're not all playing the same sport in our business teams. And we aren't seeing that AI can take the team's weakest player and bring them up dramatically. AI can leverage the power of AI as it relates to not only things like the computer, the cameras around us can be leveraged. The devices around us can be leveraged. Your phone can listen to you and take minutes and create things in real time. How do we apply these things to up the value that we bring as employees to an organization? And even more importantly, how do us as corporates and as companies up the value that we bring to society? So this is the greatest opportunity in my lifetime for organizations to raise their value.
Yeah. So, Gerard, I understand that you all are having a workshop.
Oh, we're always having a workshop.
Yes.
But I think that we are speaking specifically about our AI for HSE professionals program. And it's one of those industries that needs to modernize quickly, in my opinion. And the context of it for me is that I'm a very experienced business consultant, and my core skill is risk management.
Yeah.
So I definitely, where I did not see anywhere in the market, locally or internationally, anything that puts HSE front and center in terms of the application of it in health and safety management, well, we created it.
Yeah.
We created it, and we are in the process of getting it internationally accredited as well, because it is a vital skill for HSE professionals to be able to leverage the power of technology, and for companies to be able to leverage the power of technology to prevent people from getting injured or dying, for keeping businesses running. That is the number one priority. It's more important than profits.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Dig deeper into that for us, Gerard, because I think that some of us, as we discussed, while some have been hesitant, or some have been embracing AI and technology and so on, some people feel, look, this is just not for me, right? But I want to put it in the context now of managing risk and the service that you provide.
If we have to dig a bit deeper, the first thing we have to recognize. So, I mean, again, congratulations to the organizations that are getting it right. I saw that the Energy Chamber put out in the media yesterday that they are incorporating AI into their audit protocols to speed up the time between the completion of audits and the delivery of final reports. So it's short-sighted as an independent professional. Let's not even get to the corporate yet, to say, okay, the world is changing around me. The tools of the trade have changed. And there are tools that are able to take a junior person or a lay person and leverage them up to the point that they do what I can do now without the benefit of my years of wisdom and my years of experience. I am not going to upskill. I am not going to learn to apply a tool that's all around us, baked into everything. It's baked into your laptop, your phone, his camera, everything. I'm not going to do it. That person is robbing the country and his company of the benefit of his wisdom, of his context, because he is no longer commercially viable or relevant. And it's going to happen in a year, it's going to happen in 2 years. People who refuse to upskill are going to be irrelevant in every sphere of business. So one of our other programs is AI for legal professionals. And law is one of those fields that is being dramatically impacted the world over. How do you remain competitive? And it's not even about how you remain competitive, it's about how do you deliver superior value to your client? How do you serve the community better, knowing that you can do more faster with technology? It's a question every professional. Tupac is on tour, sir.
Really?
Hologram Tupac has been on tour since about 2016. You can see Tupac live. You can see any number of dead musicians live. What does that mean for you as a media professional? It's not only AI. So in this evolving landscape, we all have to find better ways.
The opportunities are enormous.
It's going to create way more jobs than it takes. It's going to create way more wealth than it threatens. But if we continue to not only refuse to adopt it ourselves, but also not develop the systems by which young people, older people, young professionals, university graduates people across the Caribbean, rural people, if they cannot participate in this new economy that is being thrust upon us, we don't have a choice. It's happening whether we like it or not. If we don't give them the opportunity to understand and participate, we're hurting ourselves.
Yeah, you're going to be left behind.
Indeed.
Right? But there's always the argument, well, I have a small business that I don't think I can use AI for that, use technology for that.
What is that business?
Those things are, to have AI and to have that level of technology, it's just too expensive.
So let's run the actual hypothetical. What does this business that this person said, what does it sell?
Fudge.
It sells fudge.
Yeah.
So let's say that there's a good living in fudge. And all of a sudden, people start doing what they're doing in the US right now. The drone comes and drops the fudge on your veranda. Here's your fudge. And you don't even have to do anything. It's already paid for. Mm-hmm. What does that do to the mom and pop on the corner who went with love? And there's room for that person in the market as well, you know. But you have to now understand that you can't make a living selling fudge the way you used to.
Right.
Because somebody, I want to use the example of fishermen that I have been using recently. Somebody with about 25, 30 million US right now could launch a drone fishing fleet.
Right.
That doesn't require anybody to drive the boat, doesn't require anybody to find the fish, doesn't require anybody to unpack the net, doesn't require anybody to unload the boat. Minimum humans. The technicians who keep the system rolling. These are already solutions that are getting pushed back in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to interfere with the fishermen living?
Mm-hmm.
We have to, and that's a constitutional conversation for another interview, but the conversation today is that we have to see that this impacts everything.
Yes.
Yeah? And every professional, every business owner, they have to do their part.
Yeah.
To look into the future and see, how am I going to earn my daily bread in this new economy?
Yeah. But Gerard, does your company, I'm sure it can't be a cookie cutter approach, right? So
it definitely can.
As an organization, I approach you, I say, look, this is what I want to do. These are the challenges, and you tailor a system for me. So
you are maneuvering me towards talking about our company, so I will oblige.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much. So in the first instance, GNC Labs is an ecosystem. Mm-hmm. We are the center, which is an established business consulting firm. We provide services to many medium and small enterprises. Paired to that now is GNC Labs, and focuses on managing a business with adopting the technology. And then our organization that we're very proud of is Foundry Caribbean, and Foundry Caribbean is as old as publicly available large language models. Literally, they dropped ChatGPT today.
Yes.
We started Foundry the next day.
Okay.
And by January, February, we were training people. And Foundry has evolved into an advocacy organization and also an organization that's certified. So we are in the process of accrediting and plugging into the TVET Control Center, and we are already partnered with international organizations who want to bring practical AI certification to the Caribbean so that companies and individuals can formalize their skills and get out there and make this money. We have to make more money as a region to survive and get to our next level. So GNC Labs has created this ecosystem, and part of the ecosystem, or part of the activity of the ecosystem, is average guy coming off the street, average HSC professional, average lawyer, average administrative professional, get trained, get certified.
Yes.
Another part of our model is get into the company. Let's do team AI literacy. Let's sit down around a table and get everybody on the same page with AI skills. And then, you know what, rather than doing some arbitrary exercise, let's start to play with your real problems. So that's where the customization comes in.
Yes.
And then, of course, we are having conversations with other companies who want us to attack or help them attack very complex business issues. Mm-hmm. And that require what we're good at, which is business consulting. So we're getting into actually being an agent for digital transformation for organizations.
All right. Gerard, I have about 30 seconds. How do people get in contact with you or your company?
Okay, so we go to GNCLabs.training, and you look for GNC Labs on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. We are producing content and speaking to our public every day. Please look out and search for the AI Insider, which is our podcast hosted by Tamia Ford. Good morning to you, Tamia. And just get involved. And every AI enthusiast, every budding trainer out there, get involved. There is an ecosystem out here. We have a Trinidad and Tobago to make AI literate and ready for a bright future.
Yeah. Gerard, thank you very much for coming this morning. Thank you very much for enlightening some of us. It is appreciated.
It's always a pleasure, sir. Have a wonderful day.
You too.